Good morning, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Crystal. Today, we're going to be flowing in 30 minutes Yoga Fit Flow Express. So let's all come onto your hands and knees. For this class, you only need a block. If you like other props, you can also set it aside. We'll take it to all four positions. Spread your fingers wide, wrists under your shoulders, and hips over your knees. We'll take a deep breath in a neutral spine. Pull the belly in towards your lower back. On the exhale, drop your hips towards your heels. Inhale, shift way forward. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lean back towards your heels. Two more, so switching up to the top of your feet, press down, tabletop. Exhale, shift your hips back. Breathe in, tuck your toes, come into all four. Exhale, sink your hips towards your heels. And this time we'll come back to all fours, keeping your toes tugged. Go into your cow and cat movement. You can keep your arms straight to begin. And if you'd like to explore a little deeper, bend your elbows, shift your heart forward and up. And do the same thing as you exhale. Push the floor away from you, round your upper middle back. Gaze at your navel. Go ahead and do 2 more rounds on your own with your eyes open or eyes closed. Really tuning into your body and the rhythm of your breath. And take it in your last cat or cow. And find your first downward facing dog. As you exhale, lift your kneecaps up, straighten your legs, and send your hips back. Paddle out your heel toe here. This might be your first down dog of the day. So go gentle. Feel for the back of your hips, the back of your thighs, and then the back expand. And once you paddle out a few more times, you settle into stillness. Noticing if your heels are away from the ground or they are pressing down to the ground. Just pay attention as you do. If your heels come down all the way, take your toes up off the ground. If your heels are still rising, bend your knees and send your hips back a little more, keeping your arms straight. And take 2 breaths here in stillness. And draw your belly in on inhale and exhale, soften. Look forward, begin to tiptoe all the way to your hands or take a walk. Standing forward fold. Let your arms, neck, head go. Shake your head no and nod your head yes. Walk your hands up to your shins, knee, and thigh. Begin to roll up to standing tall mountain. Arms reach up, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping your feet about 2 fist distance parallel each other. And setting your intention for your practice today. Whatever comes up in the mind, or allow this breath to guide you. Feel the practice, finding balance between efforts and ease. Continue to listen to your breath as you move through the practice and do your best to draw your attention to this present moment. We'll sweep up our arms up, inhale. And exhale, swan dive yourself down with a flat back. Slide your hands up to shins, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Set your hands down. Right foot step back to your runner's lunge. Come onto the balls of your foot. Fingertips press down, feel the mat. Lift your gaze and really engaging your thighs. So lifting your back kneecap off, Squeezing your thighs into the bones. Shift the weight back and forward into pyramid-like position. Back heel down, front toes up. And as you inhale, you gaze forward. Come onto the balls of your foot. Shifting back to your heel and let your left toes rise. And then go back and forward one more time. Runner's lunge to pyramid-like position. Come back to your runner's lunge. Set your right hand directly under the shoulder, left arm reach forward, and open up to your easy twist. Take a deep breath in. Still feel the right kneecap, thighs lifted. Exhale, left arm forward and down, step back to plank. Taking your vinyasa here, maybe the first round you drop both of your knees. Shoelace sides of your feet press down. Descend yourself slowly to that push-ups all the way down. A breath in, lift your chest to baby cobra without your hands. So really integrating your upper back. Press down through your hands by your mid-ribs. Lift your chest, belly, and maybe thighs up off the ground. In your upward facing dog, feel the shoulder blades descend down towards the tailbone. Lift in your heart. On exhale, tuck the toes, lift your hips back, down dog. Unwind yourself here. Maybe go back to paddling your heel toe, or twisting from side to side, whatever feels right for you. Spread your fingers wide, toe heel your feet back to touch, and on inhale, right leg goes up. Think of keeping the toes down and kicking from the heel. Both legs are in the mats, so stretching them in the opposite direction to its own range of motion. Look forward, knee to nose. Quietly land the right foot forward. Runner's lunge. Fingertips down by your front foot. Gaze forward first. Think of that crown reaching forward and tailbone descended down. We'll take in 3 or 4 rounds of your pyramid position. Shifting the weight back to the ball mounts on your back foot. Front knee is bending over your ankle if you like to stack. And go ahead, do one more on your row. Back and forward into your runner's lunge to your pyramid. Take your time. Find your runner's lunge last. Placing your left hand directly under the shoulder, right arm reach forward and up as you open up the shoulder, palms facing towards the right side wall. Feel the lifting in your left knee, cap, and thigh, engaging your left butt cheeks. And so really squeezing and engaging your glutes. Right arm center forward and down. Step the back foot forward to your standing forward fold. Flow the back leg forward and fold forward. Let go of your arms. Walk your hands up towards your shins, thighs as you rise up. Tall mountain, inhale. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Left side, rise up, inhale. Gazing between your hands or palms together to touch. Exhale, swan dive down. Follow the breath in, halfway lift. And a breath out, forward fold. Rest your belly on thigh. Let your hands frame your feet. Left foot step back this time, runner's lunge. Go ahead and move 3 rounds of breath back and forward. You can fold in towards the thigh or shins, bringing your nose towards your knee or shins as you fall. And the last breath, shifting back and forward until you land back to your runner's lunge. Left hand directly under the shoulder, right arm reach up and towards the right side, palms open. Spread your fingers wide. Taking your right arm forward and down, step back to plank. Vinyasa here. As you exhale, drop your knees or not, lower halfway or all the way. Breathing in into your back bend of your choice, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes, shift your hips back as you move it slowly to downward facing dog. Toe heel your feet back to touch. Reset here for 2 breaths. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. And can you return your breath back to a steady and soothing breath? When you're ready, toe heel your feet back to touch. Left heel rises high. Kick the heel back, toes points down. Again, drag the feet to the opposite directions. Quietly bring the left knee towards your nose. Using your core, step in, left foot forward, runner's lunge. Come onto your fingertips and move your heart forward. Descend your right hip, but lift your back kneecap and thigh off the ground. Pressing your right hand down. Shift the weight back and forward again. 3 rounds of breath. Drawing your head or nose towards the shin. And breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Coming to your easy twist. Find your runner's lunge first. Right hand directly under the shoulder. Left arm reach forward and up. Open up the shoulder. Feel your inner thigh still squeezing in towards the center. Hugging your left thigh towards your belly. Left arm reach forward and down. From here, taking your back foot lift off. Step in to your standing forward fold. Let go of your arms, head, neck, shoulders relax. Shake your head now. Nod your head yes. And then roll up to stand, or let your arms dangle, or walk your hands up to your shins, thigh. Rise up, inhale. And exhale, hands back to your heart center. Keeping your feet separated into your chair pose next. Squat down, inhale, lift. On exhale, right knee comes in, elbow to knee. Back into squat, inhale. Exhale, left knee comes in, elbow to knee. We're gonna march that 2 more times, breath in, squat down, gaze up, exhale. Breathe in, walk your feet parallel to each other, exhale. Last one, inhale, squat down. Exhale, right knee comes in. Squat back down. Exhale, left knee comes in. Squat back down, inhale. Arms can lift, arms can be in cactus or hands to heart, a little bit easier for the shoulder. We're pulsing here for 10, 9, 8, as if there is something for you to squeeze in between your thighs. Engaging your quadricep and your glutes. Squeeze your legs into the bones for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to heart, twist to the right. Elbow hook onto the outer right thigh. Somewhere in the middle would be hand on the outer thigh, right arm to your lower back. Or somewhat a little gentler, arms out. You choose. Taking any options. Palms can be touching or making a fist. Left heel rises high into a high heel. Mindfully step the left foot back into your crescent twist. So it could be here. It could be here. Open your arms, stacking your shoulder over hips, or it could be a very deep twist. Elbow on the outside of your right thigh or knee. Hold it here. Lifting the back kneecap off the ground. Slowly bring yourself up to a high twist. Windmill this right arm forward, left arm back as you open this left hip up to warrior two. Look down and see your front heel is in line with your back arch or back heel. If not, walk your back foot back a little bit. Just subtle adjustment. Gaze between the right hands, beyond the right hands. Keep the knee bent a little more. Flip the right palms up into your reverse warrior. Half bind, sliding your hand across your lower back. Lifting your chest and opening your heart towards the front of the room. Finding your expressions. Keeping this half bind. Go into your side angle. Right elbow rests on your thigh. Keeping this half bind. Peel the left shoulder even open more. Lifting your gaze up towards the sky if your neck allows. Otherwise, you can also look to the side of the wall. Taking a breath to lift this right ear away from the shoulder. Also the side body lifting, the right side body. From here, we'll transition back to warrior two. Open the arms. Setting your gaze to the pinky toes if you want a block for you to land your hand on for half moon balance pose. The second option is to flow your left leg up, hold it there for balancing, and then work on your left arm. Either rest your hip, resting on your hip, or open up to north. Kicking the back foot, energizing through the toes, hold it for two. And for one, land the back foot back to warrior two. Into your reverse. Right arm reaches high. Slide your hand across your lower back if you choose to half binding. And windmill the arms down. Take your side plank here. So step this right foot back. Either stagger your foot or stack your feet. Or drop your left knee down, option. Keeping your left hip rising up and breathing, right arm extended forward towards the front of the room. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank pose to vinyasa. Lower the knees or not, descend yourself halfway or all the way. Breathing in with control, lift yourself up to your back bend. And on your exhale, untuck your toes, shift your hips back, down dog. Take a full breath in. Paddle out your feet. Long breath out. Make your way to the top, bend your knees, step, walk, or hop. And separate your feet. Fold forward. Root to rise up. Arms overhead. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Sink deep into your Utkatasana chair pose. Pulsing here, using your arms, you can find your arm variations of your choice, bouncing for another 8, 7, squeeze your thigh into the bones, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twist to the other side. So you can go high twist, somewhat in the middle, hand on the outside of your thigh, left hand on your lower back, or deep twist. Both palms connect or make a fist. Opening your hearts and gaze to the left side wall. Draw the right knee back here. Taking another twist. Lift up your right heel off the ground. And from here, step back to this crescent twist. Feel the right knee lifted. Continue to rotate and spin your chest to the left side. Come all the way up to your high twist. Pause for a moment. Find your feet are hip width distance apart. From here, left arm reach forward, right arm and right foot reach back. So now see if your front heel is in line with your back heel. If not, walk your back foot back. Now you're very close to the left side of the mat. Open up your arms. Feel your arms expand. Flip your left palms up. Exhale, reverse. Half bind on this side. Slide your right hand across your lower back. Keeping the front knee bent in. Lift your chest and the side rib cage towards the front of the room. Keeping the half bind, transition to your side angle, resting your left elbow on. Peel the right shoulder as you reach your gaze up to the ceiling. Lifting the left ear away from the left shoulder, hold it here. Breathing in. And breathing out, come up into your warrior two. Pull yourself back up. Finding block if you are resting your hands. Otherwise, we flow the right leg up into your half moon. Find your balance. Karate kick in this right leg. So you wanted to bring the heels in line with your hip. Then work on your arms, north to south. Opening your chest a little more for 3, 2, and on one, land your back foot down, reverse. Go back to your half bind if you like. Sending your left side ribcage towards the front of the room. Side plank. Windmill the arms down. Right arm directly under the shoulder. Rotating the outer right foot down. And step this left foot back into your side plank. So side plank variation, right knee can come down for more support. Hold it for 5, 4, squeeze those legs. 3, 2, and 1. Vinyasa, plank pose, low plank, knees down or not. Breath in to cobra or upward facing dog. On exhale, shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Paddle out, heel toe here. Breath in and breath out. Slowly roll up to plank pose and descend all the way down with control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land on your belly. Prepare for locust pose. Prepping for back bend, you choose locust pose. Arms binding or no binding. So bringing your hands by your hips first. Keeping your feet a little closer towards each other. On inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest. If you like to bind, you can interlace your fingers or hold the wrist. Keeping your arms away from your torso, pull the arms away, opening the chest, and maybe flow your legs off from the ground from here. Lifting your chest a little more for 5. Bend your knees, transition to your bow pose. Release your hands, catch your outer ankle, foot, or toes. Taking it for 5, kick your feet against your hands as your hands resist. And lower all the way down. Release your arms, crocodile pose, stack one hand over another, and rest your forehead down. And taking a moment to just rest, noticing the body as you're resting. As your breath becoming a little longer, or do you still noticing it's short and shallow? Now slowly releasing the hands. Second set for back bend. And so back bend creates more energy. It is good to practice in the morning or midday if you need a pick me up. So from here, spin the palms down, choosing your locust pose or go into your full bow pose. We hold it for 10 counts. Feel the shoulder blades squeezing wherever you are. And glutes engaged in your back bend. And taking it for 5, 4, opening your heart, 2, and on 1, crocodile pose once again. Stack your hands over another. Rest your forehead down, and this time you can take your toes, bend your knees, and windshield wipers your feet from side to side. You can also tap the inner arch of your feet. And we'll flip ourselves back into your child pose. So press yourself up actually. Widen your knees, bring your big toes to touch and rest your forehead on something. You can create a little pillow with your fist, resting the head down onto fist, stacking one over another, and really allowing your hips to soften. Return your hands back to the front. Crawl the fingertips as far forward as you can. And take your hands all the way to the right. Keep crawling the fingers to the further as far as you can reach. And then fold towards the ground. And to deepen, you can stack your left hand over your right, keeping your shoulders square. Send your breath to the left hip and your oblique and the side body. Take a deep breath in, come back to center, and a breath out, walk over to your left, walk and crawl the fingers as far as they will go. Square your shoulders. And maybe you drop your head down towards the earth. If you want to deepen, stack your right hand over your left, keep your shoulders square, and do the same. Sink your right hip towards the heel. And take a deep breath in, slowly release your hands, come back to your child pose. This time, flip the palms up and rest your forehead all the way down. So you're not resting or doing anything with the shoulder, allowing the shoulders to collapse. Allow any thoughts to arise in your mind. Just noticing you're resting and breathing and observing what comes up. We'll flip our palms back down. Walk our hands in towards the knee. Turn your knees in and place your hands into your heart center. You can also tuck your toes and sit. Just a little releasing quadricep here. As we sit with ourselves, you can tuck your toes now, or you can do the opposite. Tap into the rhythm of your breath. Allow your arms to fall by your side and sweep your arms up. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center once again. Appreciating yourself for arriving on your mats today and making an effort to just be and listen and do the work. Honoring who you are, honoring the body for what it does for you every single day. We'll bring our thumb knuckles to our third eye center for this humble practice that we did together today. I bow to the teacher and wisdom within me, to the teacher and wisdom within you. Namaste, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you soon.